Mm-hmm.
Well, let's hope that worked. All right. Feel free to chat in the chat box, ladies. I'm going to mute myself. Go ahead, Morgan. Sorry.
Oh, no, you're good. So it looks like there's a lot of new faces here. So I'm going to just introduce myself and tell you a little bit about my background before we dive in. I know Martha wanted me to talk about, Vizzlie, which is awesome. It's life-changing. And I'm not like a super pro at Vizzlie yet. It's literally something that I've only been using for like a month and a half, maybe. But it's so new that like me and maybe a couple other leaders are like the first to use it. So we're trying to spread our knowledge just to help as many consultants as we can, just to make your lives easier, because sharing is caring and we grow together, right? But before I dive into that, and I'll talk about other things that I do for parties too, because I have a lot of different things that I do for parties. And I just want to like show you guys there's so many options out there. And even the options that I show you, there's a bazillion more too. So always keep in mind that anything I say, it might work for me and it may not work for you, or vice versa. So I always tell people, like, that's the beauty in this business. If you try something and it doesn't work, try something again. Try something again. Just keep failing forward is what I like to call it. Because doing the same thing over and over and over again is like the definition of insanity. So hopefully if anything comes out of tonight, you'll just, get your brain turning and those wheels spinning, and you'll guys, you'll get ideas and inspiration from everything that I'm about to show you. But a little bit about myself. I will be, like Jackie said, my 2-year Scentiversary is next month. I actually did one direct sales company before Scentsy. Absolutely hated it. I was actually that person that said they would never do direct sales company again because I had such a terrible experience. The cliche experience that you have, right? Like what everyone in America and everyone in the world thinks direct sales is, which is it's salesy, it's pushy, it's robotic, there's no team atmosphere. It's exactly the first experience that I had. And I said I would never do it again. But I fell in love with Scentsy's products because I had children. I loved candles. And then when you have kids, obviously flames and babies don't go well. So I loved Scentsy. I was a Scentsy user for like a year. And then my husband's actually a professional golfer. And long story short, he broke his hand. And so we literally lost all source of income. We went from making really good money to absolutely no money. And so I did what every mom would do. I went back to work and I picked up 2 serving jobs. I had been a waitress for 10 years, so it was nothing new to me. I picked up 2 waitressing jobs. I was working, like 12 hours a day, 5 to 7 days a week on my feet. And I found out I was pregnant with our second son, which was a huge surprise to us because we weren't trying. And it took us a little bit of time to be pregnant with our first son. So again, everything happens in like 3s or 10s, right? So it was just like God was like, bah, 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 bah. Here you go. Here's a bunch of shit to deal with. Sorry, I know we said we were keeping it clean. I swear a lot, but I'm going to try to keep it down. But God threw us a platter full of struggles. And for some reason, I was like in the middle of the night when I was pregnant. I'm blaming it on pregnancy brain. I'm not really sure what it was, or maybe it was, it was around the holiday seasons too. And I wanted to kind of give my kids a Christmas, a little bit still. So I was like, you know what, even if it's just to save discounts, I'm going to join Scentsy. So I joined Scentsy, and just like a lot of you that are maybe new, or even if you aren't new, and you probably remember this feeling, when you joined, you're looking at all the things and you're thinking like, what the heck did I get myself into? Like, I can't do this. I don't know people. I don't got the time. I don't got the energy. I cannot hit shooting star. I can't hit sensational start, whatever the heck this program is. I can't do all those things. Like, it's impossible. And then I found myself thinking those negative things about myself. And I was like, whoa, wait a minute. Why can't you do these things? Like, you're a boss. You're working 80 hours on your feet, supporting your family, pregnant right now, and you have a baby at home. Like, why can't you make this work? Why can't you find the energy? Why can't you find the time? Why can't you get to know people? So scared to do. But I was a server, so obviously I had some kind of people skills, so I could figure it out somehow, some way. I had no friends. I had my coworkers. That's all I had. I didn't have like anyone that I hung out with. I was like a little hermit crab. And I still am a hermit crab, you guys, and I'm probably going to be an SSD by Friday. So like, you can make this work. Under 2 years, SSD in under 2 years, and I'm still a hermit crab. So if you're a hermit crab, I feel you, fellow hermit crab right here. So you can still make it work. But anyway, after I took on that mindset and took on I did. So I hit shooting star, I hit sensational start level 3. And then I think once holiday season passed, like 3 months after I joined, I was like, I kind of like this. Like, I kind of like this. Like, I love helping people. I love inspiring people. I love showing people that you can be a mess. You don't have to have your shit together. Like, you don't have to be like peppy Sally or like happy-go-lucky. Like, you can be yourself and you can still be successful. And that's what I love about Scentsy. And I think, honestly, I've said this before, and I really am still such a passionate believer in it. Like, I was living the Scentsy lifestyle before I even knew what Scentsy was. I was being authentic, genuine, and generous. Those are our standards. If you don't know that, authenticity, simplicity, and generosity, that's Scentsy. I was Scentsy before I even knew what Scentsy was. And I think that is, and the more I think about their core values, the more I'm like, gosh, like, what a way to run a business. It really is the way to be successful. When you are yourself and nobody else, and you are generous and you give more than you take, and you are simple, you don't overcomplicate things, it all falls into place. It really does. And that is why, in my opinion, my business has grown so quick and the people underneath me are so successful, because I've taught them from day one, don't be anyone but yourself. You don't have to be, social butterfly to be good at this. You can be anybody to do this. So I just wanted to start by saying that, just because when you say who you are and you introduce yourself, it makes you feel more relatable, and it makes you feel like you're talking to a friend versus just like, oh, who's this stranger coming to talk to me and give me a training on Vizzlie? Like, it's me. I'm here. I'm Morgan. I like to drink a little bit too much, although I did sober in October and I'm doing well. Got 3 more days and I'm counting down to drunk in November, because I'm gonna be drunk all November. So, and I have 2 boys now, and my husband is fine. He's all healed, but that's me. So, and I'm relatable. So every single one of you is relatable too. Just be yourselves. So if you do that, you're gonna be fine in this business. But let's start talking about parties, right? So when I first joined parties, I thought that there was only one way to do parties when I first joined. I thought it was just Facebook parties. I thought that's literally the only type of party that there was, because again, my direct sales background was terrible. It was awful. I had when I was a part of that company, they're like, just do this and just do that and just post the marketing tab images. And there's no such thing as sharing. It's all selling. And so I was terrible when I first joined. I thought it was literally just Facebook parties. And I was just sharing, marketing tab images. And I still naturally kind of incorporated being myself, just because it's hard for me not to be myself. So even just being myself a little bit in the beginning and being basic, it still got me through shooting star and sensational start level 3 and stuff like that. So really, if you're someone that's new and all you know is Facebook parties, do Facebook parties. That's okay. That's totally an okay route to go. But I started noticing eventually, and like you'll notice in your business, and this is the biggest key to continuously growing your business, is realizing when a plateau is about to come. Realizing that, okay, my numbers are stalling. Where do I need to make a change? Because if my numbers start plateauing, that means that I'm doing the same thing over and over again, and something needs to change somewhere. Does something need to change in recruiting? Does it need to change something with my team? Do I need to change something with parties or my customers or my follow-ups? There's so many areas that you can change your business. And one of those areas is parties, because there are so many different types of ways to do parties. So I started with the Facebook groups. They went well for a while. And then I think I started to plateau, because I was doing the same thing over and over and over again. And again, like I said in the very beginning, you can't do the same thing over and over again and expect different results. So once I started plateauing, I sat down and looked at my business and started realizing where my weaknesses were coming from. And it was the parties, because I was doing them the same way over and over and over again. And so I was like, okay, I literally boycotted the word party for like 6 months. I hated the word party. I was like, everyone in direct sales is using the word party. I hate that word. I hate it. I'm going to stop using it. And everyone's like, how are you going to stop using it? I was like, I'm going to find a different word for party. I'm going to find a different freaking word. So I started calling it shopping links. Party links is what I started calling it. When people started getting burnt out with online parties, I started reaching out when I was doing my follow-ups with orders. And I thought that I was going to get that typical response with, no, I don't really want to have a party right now. I said, that's fine. Why don't I create you a rewards link? I can keep it open for 90 days. That way, at least if you want to order again, your order isn't going to waste, because that's the thing I hate the most. If I have orders coming in and they aren't under a party, I'm pissed because that order could go somewhere and someone could be getting credit for it, whether it's me, whether it's a hostess, whether it's just a customer that comes back over, like a repeat customer. Like, I want to make sure that they're getting those orders towards rewards. So I tell them that, like, look, no pressure, but if you want a rewards link so that your orders are at least going towards something, let me know. I can keep it open for you for 90 days. So I did that for a while. And I told them too, on top of that, best part about rewards links, you can tell your friends and family, because that's what friends and family are for, right? Is for you to earn stuff off them and to use them for their stuff, for their goodies. So make sure that if you feel like you have friends or family that might like Scentsy just like you do, make sure that you're sharing that shopping link. I literally have people right now, like to this very moment, where I don't have to even have a party for them. They literally just have their shopping links because they don't want to have a party. I'm like, that's cool, Linda. We can get you a shopping link started. And they literally go to their neighbors and their friends, and they talk about Scentsy, and they literally just, I know they should be a consultant, and I've tried that. Sometimes people don't want to be a consultant. Sometimes they just want to reap the benefits, which I'm okay with too. But they go around and they share their shopping link. How easy is that for me? I don't have to do anything. So I did that for like a good 6 months. I was killing it. I wasn't even having parties. I was just offering people shopping links. So, I mean, you should see my dashboard. My dashboard has like 15 or 20 like parties open at all time. Yes, Amanda, it's great. Yes, personal shopping links are everything. Shayna or Shauna, I don't know if I probably just butchered that. But that was me with Tupperware 19 years ago. Yeah, I feel you on that. I feel you. I did a terrible, I'm not going to say the company name. They're not even doing good right now. You probably don't even know what company even if I mentioned it, you probably wouldn't even know what company it is. But anyway, I did that for 6 months, and then I realized, okay, like our PRV is pretty decent, and you're not even having parties. Morgan, you really need to start having parties again. This is ridiculous. Like, you're not even meeting your full potential. You know, you're doing really well just with shopping links. What if you actually put effort into your business and started having parties? And I was like, well, I really don't want to do the Facebook parties though. So I got into something called grab bags. I started calling parties grab bags. So I would make grab bags. And this is an empty one. Forgive me. Terrible example because it's empty. But these little grab bags, I would put testers in it, catalogs, whatever, and I would ship it out to people and let them keep it, because I not even the Scentsy ones. I start to make my own little ones just because shipping is so expensive. So I just ship them grab bags. It has little testers in it, samples, catalogs for them to share. I got lots of good freaking feedback on that too. And I did that for a while. I would post photos of my grab bags. Again, sharing photos is so much better than just making a post that says you have grab bags. People are visual. I'd say like 99% of people, no, everybody's visual. F that. Everybody's visual, okay? Post a picture of your grab bags if you're going to do grab bags, okay? Because when people see like, oh my God, that's free, I want that, then they're going to go around and they're going to share it. So I did that for a while and it was great. And then it started plateauing again. And so I was like, okay, I should probably get back into Facebook parties since we're in a pandemic and we can't do nothing, you know, in person. We can't do, like, everyone doesn't want to share their freaking little testers or whatever. So I went back during the pandemic to Facebook parties. And the thing I hate the most about freaking Facebook, you guys, the reason why I don't do I stopped doing Facebook parties is because of the time that it takes. Oh my gosh, it's so time consuming. Even if you just have 3 in a month, especially if you're someone that has kids at home or you're someone that has a full-time job, you ain't got time to be scheduled. Even to schedule posts, it still takes so much time. I was like, there's got to be an easier way. And then I don't know how I found Vizzlie, but I found Vizzlie, and Vizzlie basically, and I'm going to screen share in a little bit and show you what it is, but just to give you a little rundown on what Vizzlie is, and it's great because you can try it for a month for free. I think it only allows, I had a teammate message me today actually. She's like, so I'm doing the free trial for Vizzlie and I'm super cheap because they're only letting you do 2 parties at one time. She's like, but I have someone that wants to book a third party right now and open it, and I can't use it because I'm using my free trial. She's like, I think I might just dive in and use it. I don't even think it's that expensive. I want to say it's between $10 and $20 a month, and you can use referral codes, you guys. That's the best thing. Use each other's referral codes. Have someone start it, and you be smart about it. Like, team-wise, like group-wise, you're all on the same team. Be smart about it. Like, if one person starts it, help that one person get like a free month or two, and then everybody else start using that person so that that person gets a free month or two. Don't just give it all to what I literally have like a year's worth of Vizzlie because it went viral and everyone's used my my referral code. And I'm like, no, don't use my referral code. I have plenty of free months. I need you guys to get your teams to give you free months. Don't use my referral code, use your leaders. So if you can tell everybody to use their own sponsor's referral code, we could use each other and work together to get Vizzlie for free for at least a month. Because I think you only need like 2 or 3 referrals and you get that free month, and you get the first month for free too. So keep that in mind, just to try to use the system and work around the system. If you don't want to pay for it right up front, but you want to give it a month or two, start using referral codes for people. You have 4 going right now and 3 of them are complete bust. Yep, I feel that. Vizzlie is awesome because at least if they are bust, which sometimes they're going to be bust. Sometimes Facebook parties are going to be bust. But at least if you have Vizzlie, you only spent 30 seconds on it. Does that make sense? At least you spent 30 seconds of your life on it and not freaking hours of your life on it. You know what I mean? Like, and then that way too, like it's all statistics. It's all numbers. It's all a number game, right? If you're not a number person, make yourself a number person. The more Facebook parties you have, the more successful parties you're going to have. It's just a fact. It's just a statistic. You know, if you're someone that's booking 3 parties a month and only 1 out of the 3 is successful, well, imagine if you had 9, then you would have 3 successful parties most likely. So with Vizzlie, it's allowing you to book more and then put in that minimal effort. So even if you do have a bust, whatever, that's fine. And by the way, the definition of a bust is literally not getting 1 contact. That, by the way, just so you know, everyone always asks me, oh, I never have parties that are successful. I'm like, well, what's your definition of successful? Well, the sales sucked. I'm like, okay, but did you meet 1 person? Yeah. Oh, that's all. That's all you need. That's all you need. Okay. If you meet 1 person and you keep that contact going and you keep, that is why you can do so well in this business, you guys. I knew 1 person when I started. Do you know who my 1 person was? It was my mom. Okay. Whatever. It was my mom though. Okay. Guess who my mom knew? My first director on my team. That's how it happens though. All I needed to know was my mama. My mama brought sensing into her office and a girl fell in love with it there. And a year later, she became a director on my team. That's all it takes with Scentsy. It literally only takes 1 person. Now, I'm not going to say that's going to happen to everybody. I got really lucky with that. But really, all you need to know is 1 person. And if you keep meeting 1 person from that person and keep it going, you're going to keep growing. You just are. And your connections are going to keep growing. As long as you meet 1 person from a party, it's not a bust. I promise you. As long as you build a good, solid relationship, it's not a bust. Man of the hour stealing the show. Oh my gosh, I'm missing this comment. Sorry. Amen. If you get an address, yes. If you get an address, if you get a Facebook friend, yes. I always try to get them on my customer page. Oh my God. I'm like, even if I don't know if you guys are, I don't know what you do for your Facebook parties, make sure you're reaching out to every single person. I know it takes time, but reach out to every single person. It's such a simple thought, but a lot of people don't do it. And I'm surprised how many people don't do it. When you have a Facebook group party and that host is inviting people, I don't care if it's 6 people, I don't care if it's 48 people. You reach out to every single person in that group and you reach out to them and you say, hey, blah, 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 how's it going? Do you want me to, do you know what Scentsy is? If not, let me see, send you free samples. Just start trying to have a conversation with them. If you can start, having a genuine conversation with them and build that relationship, that's all you freaking need. Let's see. Tell Tim stop bending over. It's distracting. That's so funny. Wiping stuff down earlier too. Send him away. Hot fireman bonus. Oh my God. Everyone's hitting on your husband. Jesus. I think it's your husband. I'm assuming it's your husband. Maybe it's your brother or something. I hope it's not your brother. That'd be awkward. But anyway, where are we talking about? Oh yeah. Facebook parties. Vizzlie. I'm going to show you how to use Vizzlie. So Vizzlie, again, it's literally just something to make Facebook parties 100 times easier. All it is a code. So all you have to do is create the group. And the best part is I'm going to share my codes with you. And the more leaders get into it, the more codes there are. So I have a couple of codes. It's not a bunch of codes, but I do have a couple of codes for you guys after this training that you can use. Guess what? I saved yourselves at least 12 hours of work because I spent 12. It takes a long time to make a code. But the thing is once that code is made, you're solid. It takes half a second to copy and paste the code. So I have a couple of codes that me and a few other leaders have made. But literally all you do is create the group, copy and paste the dang code number, and it's got like all 40 to 60 of your post made for a week-long party. Literally copy and paste. Boom. It's so easy. Oh yeah. See, my code is a little bit different. It's a little bit, my code isn't as generic as a lot of the other leaders' codes. A lot of the other leaders have made a generic code. My code is very personalized to me. Again, you would have to go through my code, and you would have to, because there's pictures of me, there's like a welcome post with me, but you could replace that stuff, and I'm going to show you how. You can replace that stuff with photos of you and with your introduction, which I think is cool because I'm kind of guiding people not only to be generic, I'm trying to guide, consultants into being genuine. And by using my code, it's a little bit more work, yes, but my code isn't generic like some of the other codes. My code, like, you have to go in and edit my code, which is forcing you to make your template personalized to you, which I love. And then as soon as you're done editing it to be personalized to you, you click and save that code, and then you have your own code that you can use, and it's got your photos and your stuff, and you don't have to ever worry about it again. So I'm going to try, hold on, before I even share screen, I'm going to pull up Vizzlie and make a mock group. And I have a mock group too, by the way, on Facebook. For those of you that want to actually see what my code looks like, I have that also, like the actual Facebook group looks like. Okay, so let me try to, let me go on Facebook, log into Facebook. I'm going to show you guys literally how to do this step by step. Okay, where is, I have to find you guys. Where'd you go? Okay, there you are. Okay, I'm going to try to share my screen. Let's see how this goes. Host disabled. Can you see if you can allow me, Jackie, to share my screen? Martha, Martha is Jackie though, I think, right? Okay, I was like, I think this is Jackie. I would say I literally have at least 5 to 10 parties a month now with Vizzlie, and that's not me even pushing it as much as I could. I'm going to show you too what I do now that I just started to. After I do the Vizzlie, I'm going to show you guys one more thing.
Do I make you the host or do I spotlight you? What does that even mean?
Host disabled participant screen sharing. So maybe make me the host.
It won't stop the recording, will it?
Uh-uh.
All right, let's try that.
Let's see. Help host disabled participant screen sharing. Is there like a settings button?
I don't know, but I just made you the host and it looks like it's still recording.
Oh, perfect. Okay, it worked. Okay, let's see. Desktop. Share. Okay, can you guys see my screen? Cool. You see my Facebook? Sweet. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is obviously make your Facebook group, Facebook party. For those of you that don't know how to do that, I guess you're going to figure out, I hope that you guys all know how to do this, but if not, that's fine too. So you'll go to groups on Facebook. It's this little emoji-con up here. Create new group. You're going to call it whatever you want. We're just going to make it called, I don't know, Martha's Scent Social. Choose privacy, private, whatever, create. This is all just, I'm just showing you guys how to do this so you can see it firsthand. Okay, so what you're going to want to do too, when the group is created, again, this is like the step that everyone always misses, and it's a simple step, so just make sure that you do this. In the group settings, you're going to have to go to the very bottom. Hold on, let me move some of this stuff. You're going to have to go to the bottom of the group settings to the apps right here. You guys can still see me, right? Okay, cool. You're going to click the edit button to add an app. Scroll down and add an app. I keep moving you guys. And then you have to add the Vizzlie app. So if you don't add the Vizzlie app, it's going to not allow you to use Vizzlie. So now that it's added, I can go into Vizzlie. Oh my gosh, how do I move this thing? It's driving me crazy. I'm gonna go into Vizzlie. So this is what my Vizzlie dashboard looks like. How do I freaking get this thing out of the way? Drive me crazy. There we go. So now that you're into the dashboard with Vizzlie, you'll go to your Facebook groups. Track a new group. So these are all the groups I'm tracking right now. But you will go to track a new group. That's what the dashboard of Vizzlie looks like. It's pretty bland, which is good. And when you go to track a new group, it's going to show you the group that I just created, which was called Martha's Scent Social. Sorry, my Wi-Fi is so slow right now. So I'm going to go to Martha's Scent Social. So those are all the groups I'm tracking. Let's find Martha's Scent Social. JKLM, Martha. Okay, so here it is. So this is a group, Martha's Scent Social, that I just created. So this will be the Facebook party for your host. So you're going to track the group. Track. Now you're going to go back to the very top. And you'll see that all of these green ones are posts that are already scheduled. So Martha's is red because I have not added a template to Martha's yet. So I'm going to open her group. And I'm going to add a template. Use a template. So this is where you would input my code. My code is already in here, but you would input my code number or someone else's code. It's called Facebook Party. And I'm going to load the template. And all you have to do is turn it on. This right here turns it on. Continue. I confirm that I wanted automated posting. And boom. It's all set to go. So I'm going to go back to my Facebook group. So this is my template. This is all that I have a mock group going that has had all of my post fire so that you can kind of see it. But see how easy that was, you guys? All of these posts are scheduled to go for an entire week, and all I had to do, oh, there it goes, ding, ding. My first post is already going. So if I go to Martha's Scent Social group, oh my gosh, what is going on? If I go to Martha's Scent Social group, you'll see that a post already, Martha's Scent Social. Where? Right here. So if you go to the group, it's already posting for me. Well, should be. Maybe if I click go. My internet is so slow. There we go. See, this is already live, already posted for me. So now it's set up to just fire away, and I don't have to do anything besides. So you'll see this is a welcome post. So it has my photo. So you're going to have to go in and edit. I'm going to show you guys how to do that. So you can keep my wording or you can change it a little bit. Obviously, this one is about me. So you would want to change this a little bit and then add your photo too. So if I go back to my Vizzlie, all you have to do is go into the post and click edit. Edit it however you want. Sorry, my children are in the background screaming. And just click update. After you're done updating and you're done updating all of these, just whatever you want to edit, all you have to do, you guys, is, well, I'd have to update something. But usually, oh, right here, it's turn into template. So you would turn it into a new template and name it whatever you want. Make sure to click select all, hit next, and then name it whatever you want. So if Jackie is making her own template and she edited all these, she would name it like Jackie's Facebook template code or whatever. And then she would create that template and it would forever show up right here. So I use this for new teammates training too. I put them into a group and have posts fire away. So it's also a good idea to use for if you have someone that, or if you're someone that is recruiting a lot and you need help with training people, you can also make a template to help train people too. So let me stop sharing really quick and come back. So I know I probably just confused the heck out of you. Who has questions? I have one teenager and 3 over 18 in the house. I get it. Dude, it's crazy in this house all the freaking time. It's crazy. It is so easy to edit. You literally just have to click edit. And then when you're done editing it, everything, like going through them all and just tweaking it how you want, just save it as a new template. And then you have that code forever. How freaking awesome is that, you guys? So the code is already there. You don't have to make a new code. You can make a new code if you want to make a completely new thing. And now obviously I'm going to have to go back in when we get a new catalog and update things a little bit, but it's there. The base foundation of the code is there. I'll let you guys, if you have any comments, or sorry, if you have any questions, you can go ahead and leave questions in the comments or unmute yourself if you want. But then I have one more thing I can show you too, which is I literally just started this, so I can't even tell you how it's going yet because I literally just shipped them out, but I'm super excited about them. So if you have any questions, can I still pop in? Yes, you can, Jen. That's a great question. Oh my gosh, I didn't even think about that. So I do, you guys make sure with Vizzlie, you can get really lazy. You can get really lazy with Vizzlie because it spoils you because of how easy it is. So make sure, just because it's super easy doesn't mean that you can't go in. You know, Scentsy, they're always dropping LTOs, and we always want to make sure we're going live and sharing things. So I make sure in my party groups. So that, by the way, my template code is set up for a week long, and my code is designed for a party to launch on Monday and end that week, I think on like Saturday. So keep in mind, like when you're going through and you're editing my code, if you use my code, you're going to see that's like happy Monday. So make sure that you don't start your code on like a Wednesday or something, because I incorporate like Friday, Monday, Wax Wednesday. So make sure that you have that in mind too. But yes, I make sure that even though my Vizzlie code is doing all the work for me, I am still working my business too. And I'm going in there and I'm doing lives, you know, at least a couple times that week to show them how to change wax, or to show them, you know, new products that they may not know, like from the unplugged item or the kids item or whatever. Or even just to introduce myself. I do that too. I'll go live, like I did in the beginning of this live, and just talk about myself so that people, you know, feel like they can relate to me more. So I can still post thank you. Yes, you can. Yes, you can still do the whole thank you for your order. And I even, oh my gosh, I'm going to pull you guys up really quick. I'm going to share the screen again. I'm going to pull you guys up. This is really cool. I just started doing this. I stole this from a leader too, Jackie. You might have seen this. Can you guys, oh, hopefully you can see my screen. Okay, so I'm going to go back to Facebook really quick and show you guys this thing that I'm doing in a current online party. This online party is so much fun right now. Catherine's Scent Social. I call everything Scent Socials now. I still hate the word party, you guys. Still freaking hate it. So here's my current group that I have open that's using Vizzlie, but it's also got me in there posting stuff. So I always, just a side tip too, I always have the shopping link as announcement at the top, just because I have like 100 people that freaking ask me, like, where's the shopping link? So I just always mark it in the announcements. Look at, I use this, you guys. So this is a Vizzlie template group, party, whatever you want to call it, but I'm still posting my own stuff. This has been a hit. People have been eating this up. This is the first time I've been using this. It says like the host name, what she's earned, who's already ordered. This host has a gigantic freaking host list. I couldn't even, or a wish list. I couldn't even type out all the things. So I just wrote all the things. And then I put 2 right here. Catherine is now only $46 away from the next tier of rewards. So that's been really fun. You'll notice that I still am able to thank people for their orders. I'm still doing lives, and I'm like just being myself, like, hey, let's hang out for a bit while the kids aren't bothering me. And here's another thing, or no, this is random. I don't know if you guys saw the other day, but the clearance tab updated a little bit. So I added that. I added this too, but Vizzlie did all my posting a while ago, clearly. Oh my God. But you'll notice I still post in my parties every once in a while. Yeah, so this is a Vizzlie post. This is a Vizzlie post. All this stuff is Vizzlie, but I still keep it, look at, here we go, changing my wax. So I still keep it personable. So even though Vizzlie is still doing a lot of the work for me, I still keep it as personable as possible. Because again, we're in a relationship building business, so we want to make sure they know who we are. This is a game changer. Thank you. Yes, of course. Can I still pop in and post? Yes. Let's talk about the steps, work you did to get those parties booked. I know a lot of people feel like they're struggling with booking in order to use Vizzlie. Okay. Looking forward to trying this out. So I can still post. Thank you. Blah, blah, blah. I've been doing battle parties, 2 or more hostess. Yes. One party group. So yes. Mo, that's awesome. I've done that like one time and it was a huge hit. We had like 200 something people in our group. I've only done it one time. It was like a mystery hostess battle thing, where I think I had like 4 hostess, and that was so much fun. So much freaking fun. But yes, you could still use the template and something like that. The awesome hostess reward. Yes, I will. Jackie, can you remember to remind me not only to share my codes, but to share that image, like a blank version of that hostess image? That's like the visual. I don't know, maybe it's the visualness of it that people love, but they have been eating that alive. And again, that's something that I just tried. So as far as, I'm going to go back up to that one question that was really good. Where is it? Let's see. Where is it? Let's talk about the steps/work you did to get those parties booked. First of all, follow up. Oh my God, life changer in your business. I was someone that sucked at follow-ups, and holy cow, follow-ups mean everything. Like absolutely everything. And I think it was like 3 or 4 months ago, I started to make this huge shift in my business to really mainly focus on follow-ups and to set up follow-ups for myself too. Does that kind of make sense? So I started doing, so with the scent of the month for a long time, I was just throwing it randomly in places like mystery bags or like thank you gifts, or like I had no structure to my scent of the month. And so 3 or 4 months ago, I started doing this thing where I was like, okay, scent of the month is strictly going to be something that my customers are going to start knowing just as well as my consultants underneath me know. Like I want my customers to know the perks that we get as a consultant. So every single month when I get the scent of the month in, which I literally just did, I go live and I unbox it just like I would unbox any order. And I'm like, this is something that you can only get when you're a Scentsy consultant. And everyone's like, oh my God, that's so cool. I'm like, yeah, it is really cool. You should be consultants because only Scentsy consultants get this. You can't have this, Linda's, but you can have a free sample of it. So my customers love when I go live and I show this brick. This is like the best thing that's ever happened to Scent of the Month kit, because if you're someone that can't afford it, hello, just sell this shit. Like just sell it for 24 bucks even, and that covers like your whole kit, and then you get all the rest of the other stuff for free. I literally sell this every single time, and they all fight over it too. All my customers are like, the next time a brick comes in, I want it, because they think it's the coolest thing ever just because it's so big. So, and it's such a good price, right? It's such a good deal. And I'll only keep that. The only one I've ever kept is the Ghostly Greetings, because I was like, sorry bitches, I love this place. That scent is mine. Ghostly Greetings is mine. But every other brick I've totally just sold, and I haven't even had to pay for my Scent of the Month kit. But anyway, 3 or 4 months ago, I started unboxing it for my customers, because I realized I was unboxing it for my team because I wanted to explain to them how important it was. But I realized it's actually just important for my customers to know about it. 1, to show the perks, one of the perks of being a consultant, but 2, for them to get familiarized with how Scentsy works, like that there is a new scent of the month every month, and then it gives them something to look forward to. So I started shifting to a different way to do scent of the month. I only do free samples by making a post. So I make a post once a month when I get my kit in, and I'm like, who wants free samples? And I always get at least 30 to 45 people that want free samples. And that's where my scent of the month goes. And then obviously I'll throw it in thank yous, because my goal is to get rid of the scent of the month kit just as quick as I get it, right? Because that's what the scent of the month kit is for. So I make little envelopes. I was actually literally just in the middle of it. So once a month I'll do the mail outs for whoever wants it. So I know a lot of people that try to do like if you've ordered from me in the last 3 months, that's how you're going to do it. That's way too much work for me. I can't keep track of that shit. So I literally just started doing this, like making a post. Whoever wants one, you let me know. And I always have 30 to 45 people that do it. So I'll literally just make a felt sample, put it on here, and then stick it in the envelope, and then put the stickers, 2 stickers on the outside so that it smells good. And I just started getting really fancy. Hold on. Let me find it. Gosh darn it. I don't know if it's in here. Well, I know it's on. I realized the other day, wow, there are so many mail people that see my packages and they smell really good and they probably want to know where it's from. So I've started, oh my God, of course I don't have one here. Hold on. So I started putting these stickers, which you can make on Avery labels. I started putting these stickers on the outside of everything. So these stickers have my QR code. It says, shop my website here. So that way, if a mail carrier is out delivering stuff, or anyone is coming in contact with any letter, any kind of package I send out, they have that QR code that they can literally scan with their phone, which everyone always has on them. And they can literally go straight to my website because they're like, gosh, this letter smells so good. I wonder what's in it. Well, they can scan my QR code and figure out what's in it. So anyway, going back to the sending out 30 to 45 samples or whatever. So that goes on to a, where is it? I literally just had it. Of course, it's in the kitchen. So that goes on to a tracker. If you guys don't track your business, you need to start. And that's coming from someone that's super unorganized. So I write down every single person that requested the sample. And then once it gets to their doorstep, like a week later or something, I'll do a follow-up. Hey, Linda, how are you liking jeweled pomegranate? Oh my God, I love it so much, Morgan. Okay, let me know if you want me to like open you a rewards link, or you want to have a scent social, or if you want maybe just a bar or a 6-pack of it or whatever. Oh my God, just anything. The endless opportunities when you put those out there and you have that opportunity for follow-ups, endless opportunities. The key is you want to get talking to people, right? You want to get talking to people. You want to have conversations with people. So when you're sending out those scent of the month samples, you're having a conversation with someone every single time you do that. So every single thing that leaves my house, I have it on a follow-up tracker. I don't care if it's mystery bags. I don't care if it's thank yous. I don't care if it's a free giveaway. I don't care if it's free samples. It's going on some kind of tracker that says, you need to follow up, Morgan. Here's the date that you need to reach out to them. I'm doing at least 500 follow-ups a month. That is where my parties are coming from, because when I'm having those 500 conversations and talking to them, and telling them, like just talking to people and having that conversation and asking them how things are, that's going to lead into parties, you guys. It just is. Hold on. I think there's a lot of comments. Looking forward to trying this out so I can still post. Yes, I've been doing parties. That's awesome, Mo. Can you please share? Yes. Let's do a call about the battles. I'm down to try that. Yes, party goers love seeing that kind of stuff, and it entices them to book their own parties. Yes, I can't wait to try this. Can we add Instagram and Facebook and other social media at the same time? Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. G Powell. I am not, like I said, I'm so new to Vizzlie still, and I hate technology. Hate it. If I can run my business off technology, I would, you guys. 100% I would. Actually, I run most of it off emails and text messages. I'm trying to get away from social media as much as possible. But it's impossible if you want to be like super really good. But language Martha's gonna kill me. Oh, sorry. I'm terrible with swearing, you guys. I'm sorry. I've been really good though. Okay. How do you get QR code? QR codes you can literally download on Avery, you guys. Literally on Avery. It's so easy. And I just found that out. So I was using QR Monkey Code, which is a website where you can make them for free, but Avery.com has them for free too. And I had no idea. And I've been using Avery for 2 years, you guys. And I had no idea that literally where you go to add the text box, right underneath that, there's a More's button. You click on the More's button and it gives you a whole other panel of things like QR codes that you can add to your labels. So yes, and test those out before you print them, because learn from me. I printed out tons of labels and it didn't have the right website. So just make sure that you test it on your computer screen before you print it, because that sucks. That adds about love your info on the outside and postal packages. Yes, it's such a, like I said, I just started doing this, but it's so smart. It's so genius. That's a whole like untapped potential that is there. So I hope that helped your questions. I mean, follow-ups, you guys, follow-ups. That is how you book parties. If you're sitting there because you're scared to talk to people, you're going to have to stop being scared to talk to people. You're going to have to. You have to. And I get it, because I have tons of girls that, you know, have the anxiety, have the, you know, depression, hate talking to people. But that doesn't mean that you can't talk to people, 1. And 2, that doesn't mean that someone out there can't relate to that. I'm like, if you suffer from anxiety, if you suffer from depression, if you are not, you know, social butterfly, talk about that. Like, talk about it. Like, be yourself, because someone somewhere can relate to you. More people than you think will relate to you. Promise you. I promise you. So just be yourself. Just be yourself. Stay in your own lane. I always tell that to my team too. Stay in your own lane. Don't be comparing yourself. As like direct path to self-destruction 101. Compare yourself. Don't look at other Lindas and Karens doing their thing. Okay. Look at you. Focus on you, because that is what's going to get you farther. Okay. Because that's what my track coach told me. And it's actually physically applied. When I ran track, I'd always try to look over my shoulder and she'd be like, Morgan, keep your eyes in your lane. It takes seconds off your time. Well, guess what? It applies to your business and your life. It's not taking seconds off of your life, but it's taking your self-confidence. It's taking little chunks out of your self-confidence. Every single time you look at someone else's progress, or you look at how someone else is, just don't compare yourself, okay? There's no wrong pace. There's no wrong way to do things. Some might move slower. Some might move faster. Just focus on yourself. Do your thing. Does Vizzlie prohibit us from going to Facebook jail? I don't look good in stripes. Oh my God, that's so funny. I've never been in Facebook jail. So, and I use Vizzlie all the time. So I don't know if that helps. I've never been. I think the one thing you want to stay away from, and the reason why I do post the shopping link as a marked announcement in my groups is I know for a fact, one of the things that's Facebook jail is if you constantly post links. So, and that's actually bad for algorithms. So just stop posting links. Like if people need the link, they'll reach out to you, or just mark it at the top as an announcement so that it's there and you can refer people to it too. Yeah, just don't post a ton of links, because that could flag you for jail. And for some reason, posting the prices of things seems to, anyway, for my team, has seemed to put some people in Facebook jail, just listing the prices of things. So maybe stick away from that. I don't know. I'm no Facebook jail guru, but I just know that a couple of people on my team have had that happen, and has actually forced their Vizzlie code template to freeze because they posted something with pricing, and because they flagged it as some kind of scam selling or something. So just stay away from prices too, I guess. Again, that's something where they can go online or reach out to you if they have a question with the pricing. You don't really have to post pricing.
Yeah, and if you're bookmarking your link at the top of your party, I literally will go back into that post and just comment the people's names, say, there's the link.
Yep.
Because I came from Facebook prison and it was not pretty.
It was so bad. It can literally, oh man, it makes things so hard, especially because we run a lot of our business off of Facebook. So when you're in Facebook jail, it literally, it's a pain in the booty. 2 months in.
2 months into the business, they put me in jail and I almost quit. I
believe it.
Because of that.
I believe it. I really do. I had a girl who hit director, which is like, it's super, you're so busy and crazy with things when you hit director. And literally the same week she hit director, she got put in Facebook jail for like a week or two, and she couldn't even communicate with her team. So she actually jumped on her mom's Facebook and ran everything off her mom's Facebook for like 2 weeks. It was really funny. But a month and a half, Lord, that's like a life sentence, Amanda. That's like, might as well be a life sentence. That's so long. But we have 8 more minutes here because I have another Zoom at 8 o'clock. Do you guys have any last minute questions for me? Also, if you can add me on Facebook, you guys, if you have questions, I'm like super chill, like reach out to me whenever. If you need inspiration for any kind of like social media or whatever, again, I have a YouTube channel too. I mean, there's not a ton of videos. I just started that, but every time we do my team nights, like my trainings on my team nights, I record them and I put them on YouTube, not just for my own team that can't catch the replay or can't catch it live and need to catch the replay, but I put it out there for every Scentsy consultant, because again, I'm a firm believer that like literally Wednesday nights are that's my volunteer time to other teams to come on and speak on other teams, because I am a strong believer that we rise together. And when we work together and help each other out, we all move along so much faster. And it's so much easier when you have cheerleaders by your side. And that's coming from the hermit crab, you guys. That's coming from hermit crab, okay? It is so much easier when you have each other. It really is. And when you give more than you take. We all get ideas from each other, and that's how we learn and how we grow. So again, add me on Facebook if you want to add me on Facebook. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm not gonna bite.
I just wanted to add one thing. Thank you so much for all your training, Morgan. Yeah. It's been amazing. Love your mug. I bought 2 last week.
Yeah, I love it. It's my favorite.
They'll make great gifts for Christmas for all my family. I just wanted to ask, like, because I just did a 3-in-1 Facebook party, so a battle of the hostesses, I called it. And because I've always had challenges with posting links, period. Facebook will not let me post a link to save my life. And I know Martha has that challenge and a few other people have those challenges. So the way that I've gone around that is I've used a app called Linktree.
Yes, somebody actually just last night on my tribe night on my team page was talking about that. I don't know anything about it, but I have heard fabulous things about
It
how
is
it helps you.
fabulous. It worked wonders. I did a training earlier in Sweet Aroma Chicago, the same group earlier, and I forgot to touch on it, but Linktree, for those of you guys that cannot post links in your Facebook parties, you need to get the app Linktree, because it will allow you to post tons of links to individual Facebook parties, links to individual product groups that you guys want to focus on. And you can put them all in one thread. And then what I did in my Facebook party is I pinned it to the top. And so everybody had all the stuff. And then of course, there's always people in Facebook parties that are like, where do I shop? La, la, la. And I can't post the dang link, right? Because Facebook won't allow me. So I'll just reshare that pinned post, and that keeps me going. And that has been a game changer with me, because I think since the get-go, since I started selling Scentsy 17 months ago, Facebook just decided I don't like Mo and I'm not going to let her post links, and it's really challenged my business. But now knowing that there's Linktree, and it's a really weird way to put it into your browser. It's like LINK .tr. I don't know. It's a weird thing. I can share it though. But I just wanted to add that to everything you're doing, because it's been a game changer. And that's it. Thank you so much, Morgan. You've been amazing.
Of course. Yeah, I've heard wonderful things about Linktree. Again, I wish I knew more about it. It's something I literally just found out about last night. But definitely, Mo, I don't know if you guys have like a team page or a group page or whatever, but definitely share it there so that everyone else has that information. And again, Jackie's going to remind me, because I know I'm going to jump onto my next Zoom and forget, Jackie. So make sure to remind me. Even if I don't get back to you right away, I promise you I will get you my codes, and I will get you my, and it's going to be copy and pasted because I'm lazy. I'm going to copy and paste this post that I've shared to like 100,000 people. And you guys do not use my referral code though. Okay. If there is a referral code, do not use it. Make sure that you're using someone else's on your team. Because again, I have a year's worth of Vizzlie. I don't need more. Okay. So make sure that you guys are using each other, to get free Vizzlie. And then I will share that party image too, to keep people like updated with the hostess rewards. But we have like 2 or 3 more minutes if anyone else has any questions.
The only question I would ask, for that referral code, do you have to pay for a month to get the rest of them free?
Nope. Okay. Not that I know of. I don't think I've paid anything to Vizzlie yet. Okay. Not that I know of. And I've had it for like almost 2 months now, but I don't think I've had any payment come out of my account for Vizzlie yet. So as long as you're referring people and using those referral codes, which is perfect when you have Scentsy consultants everywhere, because we all just use each other for our codes. So,
but it's free as long as it's free as long as you're only doing 1 party per week, correct?
I think it's 2. I think it might be 2. Because I don't know, maybe it is. I have one girl that said I have 2 parties right now, and it wouldn't let me do a 3rd. So I don't know exactly.
One. I don't know. Last I checked, it looked like it was only 1 per week.
Okay, so maybe this month she had like 1 in the beginning and then another 1 this week, and now she can't do a second one. So I'm not sure the exact stuff, but I'm sure it's all in the sign up stuff when you.
We are gonna let Morgan go. Thanks, Morgan, for Aroma Training Night. You are bomb.com. Ladies, go stalk her life. I already am, and it is because of her that I have been changing my business. So be sure to check her out, follow her, do all the things. And again, thank you, ladies. I'm gonna stop this recording, and Mo, drop that Linktree stuff in Sweet Aroma, please. And then Morgan, I will stalk your life for the other stuff you told me to remind you about.
Thank you.
All
It
right.
was nice hanging out with all you guys. We'll talk
Thank
to you.
you, everyone, showing up. Everyone, have a good night.
Bye.
Thank you so much, Morgan.
Of course.